The Harry Potter film series is one of those once-in-a-lifetime cultural phenomena that continues to delight millions of fans around the world. So how about reliving the magic of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in high definition on a giant screen while hearing the orchestra perform John Williams' unforgettable score, note for note? Well, that's what the Florida Orchestra is doing. And joining us now is composer-conductor John Jasinski. John, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I am excited to talk with you. You've kind of done like a two-part series here with the Florida Orchestra.
I heard, yeah.
So I'm glad we're talking about this because these pop culture concerts, I'm going to use a term that you've used.
Sure.
Why are they so popular these days?
Well, I think they're really popular and very important. People don't usually have the same connection to the symphony that they may have had in the past. These pop culture concerts are a way for people to hear music that they're familiar with, that they love. I was a rock guy until I heard the score for Harry Potter when I was coming up in age. And it's what really convinced me to want to become a composer in the first place. So if I didn't have that connection to John Williams' music, to the music of film, I may not be where I am today. So it's important for people who may not get that exposure usually to be able to come and listen to something they're familiar with, something that connects with them emotionally, and be able to experience the symphony for the first time in many cases.
Okay, now wait a second, John. You're giving Harry Potter's score some serious love here. You're saying that this is what kind of inspired you to go to the route you did?
It is indeed. The first time I remember sitting in the theater and I had connected to scores and films before that, and having read the books for Harry Potter, I was even more primed to love it. But as soon as I had my butt down there in that seat and I could hear the music and I felt the magic almost coming out of the screen at me, I was hooked. And I knew if I could create that magic for somebody else or to get myself involved in creating a film in that sort of way, that would be a worthy life for me.
So you've done these similar things like this before, so you must have been chomping at the bit, though, to have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone be one.
Absolutely, yeah. Anytime you get the chance to conduct Maestro John Williams' music, it's a dream come true. This score, absolutely. I played coy with it, of course. It's oh, sure, of course. I would like to do this. But no, it's absolutely one of my favorites, so I am thrilled to be able to conduct it.
Well, I think a fair question is why? Why is this one of your favorites? What is it about this score that just moved you so much?
Well, again, as I said, anytime you have anything written by John Williams, it's phenomenal. Right off the bat, no questions whatsoever. But it's the connection, I feel, and you see all of these fans from all over the planet, and I've conducted it now all over the planet. They all come out. Every age, every cultural background, they all love it. They're all huge Harry Potter fans. So I think it's this wonderful blend of J.K. Rowling's original stories, married with wonderful films, mixed with amazing music, and all of that magic combined, and pardon the pun, using magic, but it really does create this space and this feeling of just being able to take off with Harry when he does and really connect with the characters. And the score really opens the door to that. There's emotions in there that you may not connect with normally, that the music just pulls out of you. And I feel it every time I'm conducting it. I still get the same chills at the same moments and the same thrills at the same time. Quidditch match, it's one of the hardest things for the orchestra to play.
Really?
It's one of the hardest things for me to keep going straight in my head while I'm up there conducting it, but it is so rewarding to hear everybody cheer for everything. It's great. I'll
say I'm sold. I'm sold just listening to you talk about it. And I was going to say, you're talking about all the positives. There's got to be a few challenges, though, trying to time up the music and the movie. I mean, I can only imagine.
It's tricky. I will be honest. It is tricky. It takes some practice. Luckily, I've had experience with my own composing where I've conducted live orchestras with my scores. But that's essentially what we're doing is we use a system where we're able to visually match up the picture with the music. And it can be a little intimidating at first, especially with those heavy action cues that,
like the Quidditch scene.
Yeah, everything has to line up absolutely perfectly. Otherwise, the audience will be able to tell that things are off. If Harry gets hit with a broom and you hear a thump a second later, that doesn't work. But yeah, the orchestra so far have been game, and I absolutely think the Florida Orchestra is going to be right there for that. And yeah, and then an amazing thing with Williams' music is he really gives you space to breathe and create this wonderful symphonic sound, even on moments that are not action heavy, and those are great times where we can kind of breathe and relax as an orchestra and make some really nice music.
Wow. Again, you can hear the passion in his voice. I'm sold. There's the information so you can get tickets for yourself and the phone number. John, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Always a treat. Now, before we